All right, that's one job successfully done. ED gummies dropped off, dude.
We'll see if he sends the fucking money, though. Yeah, that's the end result. I think we should have got that before we left.
Well, they've got to account for what Kron subsisted on.
Half. It's like
I still got a bunch if you guys need some.
You stole it?
Yeah, I stole a bunch of the ED gummies.
Yeah, me too.
I can't get hard without them anymore,
What the
dude.
hell?
Yeah.
And they taste good. They taste really good.
I think my favorite's passion fruit. I like its passion. You get hard passion. Makes a lot of sense. He knows what he's doing there.
Mm-hmm.
He's an honorable guy. He's an honorable guy.
If you eat too many of them, like if you live off of them,
Honorable guy.
you shit blood.
Fucking jaws tight.
Yeah, that's not good.
You fucking drive so good.
But it's fucking metal as hell, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I respect any person that can shit blood.
Drive so good.
They should have made another song. Shitting blood! You know.
So what now, Bones?
It's funny you say that. I know I've been driving for an hour and 30 hours straight. An hour and 30 hour? One. What was that movie? 127 hours? But that billboard, I would have swore said, "Hey, dirty dudes." Fucking tripped me out.
I'm a dirty dude.
That's us.
Yeah,
We're those guys.
I know. That's
talking
I thought
to
it was
me.
like, what sort of targeted advertising was this
Did it
for?
have a number or
It's a long stretch of highway.
Well,
or
I
it just
think
said, "Hey, dirty dudes."
it said, "Hey, dirty dudes," just like all big. Well, now this one coming up, because my eagle eyes say, "Yeah, you guys."
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, did one of you guys three billboards somebody?
Somebody might be three billboarding us.
Fuck.
I have
Take
no
that,
idea
Taylor
what you're
Swift.
talking about.
I think it won Best Picture, right? And Sam Rockwell's in it.
I think Sam Rockwell won. He's kind of the only part I remember. He like threw a kid through a window. There's like a cool long shot.
You remember more of it than I do.
Yeah. Okay, this says, "Hey, dirty dudes, call NH."
Let's do it.
I think.
But it's pull over.
Is that?
But I don't have a number yet. I mean,
Well, we're
There's
getting
no
four
number on the
billboarded.
wait.
dude?
Wait. On the back, again, my eyes are really good. I can see in reverse the back of that billboard. We got a number: 555-438-3338.
All right,
Try it.
pull up. I'm getting reception in this bitch unless you pull over. I'm going to call this shit.
Oh, why not just use the fucking phone booth that's right here?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
All right. What was the number again?
555.
555. Then I'm 666. Yeah. What?
Well, I was waiting for you to quit singing Slipknot.
I'm done.
555.
555.
That the first three.
Oh, I did 6 fives.
No, just two. Have that.
Fuck. Hold on. Kron, throw me another quarter.
No, you should get your quarter back. Don't give him another quarter.
He said he needed it.
It says no quarter return. Kron, throw me another quarter.
I'm gonna give him a quarter.
Okay.
Good throw, buddy. Thanks. All right, 555.
Yeah, the space work makes no sense if you're outside of the car, by the way.
I'm yelling at you.
Okay. 555.
555.
Just, that was only 3 5s, right?
Yeah, that's it. I'm ready to go for the next three.
4,
4,
3,
3,
8,
8,
3,
3,
3,
3,
3,
3.
8.
3 threes? And an
Weirdly enough, there's 3 3s and then an 8.
Okay, yep. Shit, it's ringing.
Hi, Daniel.
I'm a dirty dude.
I know who you are.
How do you know my name?
We've known each other a long time.
This is kind of turning me on. What's your name?
Well, let me tell you, I'm rock hard over here, and it's Nate Hands.
Wait. I'm rock hard too, but can you say your name again?
It's Nate Hands.
Oh my god. Dudes, I think we're gonna have to abort this mission.
I heard you boys were packing loads these days.
Yeah, Nate. How? What? Why? A lot of questions.
You want to make some money?
I'm not rock hard anymore, by the way.
I'm harder than I was when we got on the phone.
Dudes, it's Nate Hands.
Lover, is that a potential driver?
Oh my god.
Have your billboards worked for us? We 4 billboarded them and it worked. Oh. That's why that movie did win Best Picture, Lover.
2 Oscar
Brilliant
winners
plan.
came from that movie.
Brilliant
So you
plan.
know.
Daniel,
What?
do you want to make some money?
I'm literally paying you money right now to make this phone call.
The quarter
Right?
doesn't go to me, dipshit.
I keep having to put Kron, throw me another quarter.
How do you not know how the payphone works?
Oh my god.
I don't get that money.
You're charging me $2.99 in a minute.
Do you want to make some money?
I mean, yeah, we are. You know, actually, yeah, we did drop a load. We need to
You need to
survive.
pack another load in.
If that's how you want to say that, I guess we are serious drivers with CDLs.
I have a job for you.
All right, well, what am I hauling? Can you tell me that much?
I boosted Goodwill headquarters. Shoes galore. Floor to ceiling.
Lover, they don't need to know that.
Yes, they gotta know what they haul.
No.
They gotta know. These shoes stink.
You're so trusting. You're too trusting.
You stole them while they were still on the dock?
I stole them from headquarters. They were deemed unfit to sell.
So they were basically, they threw them in a dumpster.
They were
and
going to be
took them.
incinerated.
Where could you possibly be wanting to send these?
I want you to send them to my Malibu mansion.
Now you do own Foot Finder. That's
Our
Yeah.
Malibu mansion.
Yes,
Nate,
our Daniel.
is that your
Daniel.
lover?
His name's not on the lease.
Well, he can hear us. You know that, right?
That's why I'm whispering to you, Daniel.
Is he just shacking up, or how's the sex?
It's incredible. It smells worse than the shoes.
I will say his voice is a lot more sexier than yours. But you know,
Hey, he likes your voice.
I'm here for business, not pleasure. Now I thought I was going for
Which
pleasure.
one is that?
That's Daniel.
Oh.
Hey,
He's kind of the little one.
hey, what's your name?
On our 4chan, he was voted most handsome.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we ran that far. Yeah. All right. Where do we got to pick this shit up at?
It's a blind drop, so you won't see me there. Or
Of course.
or Rodney.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to pick up all the shoes from the storage garage and take them to my Malibu mansion. Our Malibu mansion.
Thank you, lover.
You got it, Rodney.
All right. Okay. Yes, we will do this job, but they have to be in boxes, Nate. We're not gonna fucking just throw shoes in the back of the.
Do you want to
the
make
fucking
money?
big rig here.
Do you want to make some money?
Yeah, that's my next thing. How much are you paying us for this?
I will pay you $10,000.
Okay, yes, we're in.
They are not in boxes. Your hands will stink when you're done loading these.
I imagine, but the hazard is worth the pay. Okay?
That's what
We
I
need
like
this.
to hear.
Kron needs another pair of pants. Jesus
There's
fucking Christ. he
no
needs another.
pants in
No,
in the
with the
shoe
money,
collection.
I will buy him more pants.
Okay, you can spend the money. I don't care.
And by the way, you should see that dude jerk off 2 cocks at the same time. He is fucking legit.
I've seen it.
How?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Webcam.
You're fucking Kate Mans. You're the guy that's always on the app.
Could be.
Oh, fuck. All right, we'll take it. All right. Send me... You have my number, right?
Rodney, grab me a diet mug from the fridge.
A diet mug, like a root
Yes,
beer?
mug root beer. It's
All right,
delicious.
This is fucking... All right, Nate. Send me the drop-off. We'll be there.
I'll drop a pin to your phone.
Yeah, that'll work. Few days, okay?
Okay, I love you. Kisses. Say goodbye to Rodney.
Hey, bye, Rodney.
Love her. Sorry,
Run.
nope, I forgot to replenish. This is room temp.
Run,
Okay.
Rodney. Run. You don't want to have any part of this world.
No, I don't like that, Rodney.
Trust me. Trust me, Rodney.
I told you when you take them out of the fridge to just put a new one in.
All right, guy, this is a lover's
But
quarrel.
I get into a rush. You
All right,
demand so much of me.
Pen me, Nate, please. We'll be there.
Okay,
we'll
I
pick
love
it
you.
up.
Kisses. Bye-bye.
Kisses, love you.
Rodney, give him some kisses.
I don't.
Well, Rodney's doing slow kisses.
I'm kind of rock hard now. Okay,
I think
I'm
we
not gonna
all
lie.
are. I think we all are.
All right, I got to get off here, guys. We'll be there. Later, bye.
Jesus Christ, all that for a quarter?
I got us another load. You're not going to like it, though.
What?
We're apparently moving some used shoes for Nate Hands.
How used?
$10,000 worth.
Okay.
All right?
I think we'll make that work.
Let's get there. What else do we
All
have to do?
I'm going to need some more of these turnarounds.
Long stretch of highway. But this week on 5-Day Rentals, Double Threat. Welcome back, 5D Army, to 5-Day Rentals. So glad you joined us tonight. I'm Laundry Dan. I'll be your host tonight. I am kicking off a new category. We are a podcast on the run. We're in our big rig, season 3. I'm kicking off a new category called Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime. That's right. Sticking to that sleazy season 3 that we've been putting together here. I'll be taking you through Double Threat from 1992 tonight. I can't do it alone. I'm here with 2 other fine actors. Bones and Cron Howard, how are you?
Hey, thanks, Dan. Still rock hard from the cold open and viewing of this movie.
Long
Yeah.
pause. Deep breath. Howdy.
That's what Laundry Dan does. You forgot drink.
Is this another meta venture here from Dan?
I don't know what that means.
Like, did this really happen to him? No.
There was some There was a tinge of Cron's Law in this, you know? There needs to be like a sub law that says, like, if you're making a movie about a good movie, you got to make like both movies good.
So you're more of a fan of Double Vision than Double Threat?
You like the movie in the movie better than the movie?
Double Vision?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if at some point in your movie you have a guy go, this is a pretty good movie, but when everything that I've seen of that movie sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could make the argument that at least they were smart enough not to make the real movie that we're watching good. So by their standards, that movie probably does seem pretty good.
So
it's a
like
game.
this movie?
Did I like this movie? No.
I guess they
No.
either both have to be good or they both have to be bad. But if the movie in the movie is good and the movie we're watching is bad, then they should have just made the fake movie a real movie.
Okay. I think that would be a Cron's Law. I think the other thing is that's just the gamble, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like whenever you watch a movie, like Dan, what's that movie about the old rockers that get back together? Strange Fruit or something?
That's the name of their band. Steel...
Magnolias.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? And it all...
Yeah, they're about to die in the plane crash, and the drummer's like, Guy.
Yeah, but the movie
Still
hinges...
crazy.
Still crazy, yes. The movie hinges on this good song at the end that the lead singer lets the guitarist sing. Like, that was his song. If that song sucks, your movie's fucking done.
I'd say if you like Almost Famous, Still Crazy's better. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
In my memory, I was way more into Still Crazy than Almost Famous.
Nobody has. You and I are the only two that have seen that movie. Kron's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know that movie. And I mean, I know I've seen Almost Famous, but it's been a long time. Even the one time I watched it, I felt like it had been hyped up so much that I was kind of like, this it?
Yeah. And you're already a golden god.
Hmm.
I don't know how that make you a golden get jumping off a fucking roof into a pool. Like, we've done cooler shit than that, dudes. On our like B nights. Or even on A+. Done wild shit together.
Yeah, when we go golden god, it has a different meaning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Kron's
you
just
were
peeing everywhere.
drowning in urine.
When we do that, we mix our piss streams together, and magically at the end it comes out in the form of a trident. That's what we call the golden god.
And whoever stream goes the longest gets to wear the crown.
So we're here. Welcome to 5-Day Rentals.
Hey,
Piss Tridents.
Amy Poehler's got a new podcast. Our numbers are already going to dwindle. It's fine.
Celebrities ruining podcasts each year. Gentlemen, double the ass, cut the runtime. We're starting off with Double Threat from 1992, directed by David A. Pryor.
A legend.
You could do a erection off of all this guy's movies. It's for goddamn sure. How's that research going, boys?
For the movies in this category?
Yeah.
Well, clearly I'm already locked and loaded, dude. I mean, I got to announce it at the end of this episode.
I hope so.
Bones texted us and said, I'm not having a lot of fun doing research for these. Bones, I had a pretty good time doing research for this.
Yeah, I had a bias doing research for this.
I think because what I was doing was I was like, I really want to bring this guy a lot of ass.
Please.
But I want it to be a Bones movie. And unfortunately, that era of Bones movie means you get a lot of particular heinous acts. And I'm like, I don't want that. So even if there's really great boobage that's like in fun, you sort of just, and then once it's at like top of mind, you realize like, well, even just this like lesbian prison guard watching these ladies shower is a little creepy now, but.
I don't know about creepy. I just looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I watched 35 minutes of several softcore movies over the week.
And
so like only 30, you only made it 35 minutes.
I mean, honestly, by 35 minutes in, it's kind of like, all right, I fucking get it with these things.
Yeah. They assume you've already popped. They don't really care about tying the story up.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. There was this one that I watched. I'm not going to pick it, but I'm not going to say the name. And they literally just needed like excuses to have this couple banging each other. So they would just like randomly, they'd be like, they're on vacation. They're like, let's go up to our room. And it's literally the only reason that exists is for them to fuck each other and then go back down to the resort.
I watched a movie which was a Die Hard ripoff with a very famous lady who would take their clothes off. It opens with an incredible shower scene, quick fuck sequence. The movie continues on. We get into our Die Hard story. About an hour into the movie, our hero, feminine, has a little bit of a breather. And in order to get another sex scene in, she has a flashback to a picnic with her lover. And I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. And then 2 scenes later, there's a heinous sexual assault. I was like, nope, not doing it. It's not enough. But
was this a movie that came up in a recent episode of Dead Formats?
This movie?
Yeah, that you watched. Was it Skyscraper with Hannah Nicole Smith?
Yeah. Fuck.
Okay.
It's a good movie, dude.
I don't mind that movie. I kind of thought maybe one of you would bring it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 2 great reasons to watch it.
Yeah, I was pretty damn close. And then I was like, fuck. So you, as of this record yesterday, you pulled a nice, like, let's see your last 4. And I could not participate because I did not want to log all the shit I was watching. Yeah, and also I had this on there twice. So I didn't want people to cross-reference. What were you saying, Kron?
Oh, I definitely had a few watches that, because I think three of my real last 4 were like the movies we watched for this podcast. And then Iced, the horror movie, or the like slasher movie. But yeah, it's like I've watched, at least 3 or 4 movies that I could not log on Letterboxd because they might show up here one day.
Yeah. That's the new category, folks. Double the ass, cut the runtime. We're doing the sleazy Skinamax type of films. So I'd imagine it was a fun week for these 2.
I think more so for me than Bones. Yeah. I mean, none of the ones I watched had like sexual assault in them. They were just dumb softcore movies.
Had I not already watched Double Threat, I think I would have been a little bit more open. But having seen Double Threat and then going into like what I wanted to pick, I wanted something outside of its genre, if that made sense. So I wanted to mix it up a little bit. So I feel confident in what I've got.
I guess
a
it
closer.
is,
Yeah.
like is a tough category, I think, if you're wanting to lean action, because it's like the setup is assault revenge. You know what I mean? Like that's where you get the action element is the revenge part of it. So
yeah. Mine is going to be like the titillation that you're going to get is going to be because a scene is like, you've never seen a scene like that, but there'll be some empowerment with it, if that makes sense. So,
All right.
I had a fucking blast watching the first 40 minutes of it. So I was like, fuck it.
We're looking forward.
But that's 2 weeks from now. Right now is Double Threat week. I'm filling time right now because Dan's drinking.
It's Double Threat this week, 1992. Gentlemen, look straight into my one eye and rate my Letterboxd.
Just real quick, I did calculate the Letterboxd average yet again. It is 2.56. This has been logged 139 times on Letterboxd.
You can find it on Tubi, by the way, listener, if you want to stop and watch this masterpiece.
I got to go at 2.0 for Dan. Every once in a while, he's got one of those one-off ones that and he finds something about it, maybe in doing notes, but no way. 2.0.
I'm going to take a swing here. I'm going to go 3.0 for Laundry Dan on this thing.
I love when you guys are so divided. We'll find out at the end of this episode what old Laundry Dan thinks of Double Threat from 1992. Gentlemen, anything else on Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime, or Double Threat? Are you ready to get into it? Twists, turns. Hollywood noir.
I'm ready, dude.
16 seasons of a soap opera condensed into an hour and a half.
I did think the guy that plays Eric, I was like, he's had to be on a fucking soap opera.
The movie, that's the movie producer, like studio head, seems like a soap guy.
Isn't that okay? I mean, aren't soap operas just famously like treading water for most of their episodes?
They're almost a softcore. They just don't have the
Yeah, you can't show a boobie.
fucking.
But I mean, I feel like they
fucking, I guess.
they do nothing for like 20 episodes, and then a guy goes in a coma, and then 8 episodes later he's out of the coma.
Yeah, well, that's how that guy gets a vacation,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Filming 3 episodes a day. Yeah, he needs fucking.
I mean, that shit's no joke, man. Like, they got to hammer out dialogue super fast.
Do they still do those? Like, is that still even a thing?
There are still very much.
That's
Turn on
incredible.
the TV at like 1 o'clock on a weekday.
Yeah, I guess if I'm ever around, it's just...
This is Guiding Light.
I don't know if Guiding Light's still around. I think it's because As the World Turns and Guiding Light, those were my mom's favorite.
As the World Turns, which had the like lighthouse. Was that Guiding Light?
That was Guiding Light. As the World Turns, I thought was like a Universal like globe ripoff.
What's the one that's like sands through an hourglass?
So Are the Days of Our Lives.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There was one when we were like high schoolish age that had a little person on it, and he would like turn into a doll.
Jeez.
That he lived with like a witch lady.
Chris just freaked out.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Did you ever see that?
I vaguely recall, like, you know, towards end of high school, and in my early 20s, because I watched a lot of the Soup, that they would show like all the wild shit that would happen, and I feel like there was a soap opera that got into like voodoo and mysticism a lot. Because there was also like The Young and the Restless.
This show is called Passions.
Passions, okay? That sounds... But to your point, Kron, like how are they still going? And Dan said like, oh yeah, they just don't show tit. But has anybody ever pitched that at Max? Like, we're going to do a softcore soap opera.
That would
like new episode every day, you know, just.
I feel like I would watch that.
Yeah.
With tit.
I mean, that's kind of what Brian De Palma movies are.
Yeah.
Like,
but isn't that what
laden soap operas?
White Lotus and Euphoria and some of these shows are like on Max, where they're just, it's like pristine TV with a cock shot.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess if they do that, I mean, I think it would be cool if they did like a softcore soap opera, but it would have to look like cheesy and shit. I mean, I would want it to kind of have that that sheen to it,
that real set feel.
Mm-hmm.
That real David Lynch feel.
No,
I don't know, guys. Let's pitch it. Let's set up a meeting with HBO and see if we could.
Hey, this is all copyrighted by 5DR.
I don't know if I want to deal with Max.
We'd have to go Max. It's the only people that would.
Look,
Netflix is
Max.
getting into live stuff.
You know, I'm just going to be like, more tits! More tits!
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah,
That's
you're going to make a
though.
great intimacy coordinator.
Come on, guy.
Take
Take
that
the
sock.
tape off.
Take the sock off your junk already. It's
What are
fucking
you
up the
doing,
shot.
bud? What are you fucking packing 4 inches there? What is that?
What, is
Come
your
on.
wife going to get jealous?
All right, we're gonna get this schmo out of here. We're gonna put Laundry Dan in this scene. I think
You know
my
what?
body
Let me show
looks
you.
better.
Look at this dad bod. Dad bods are in.
We're going to have to get Dan like a flesh unitard to hide all his tattoos so he can stunt cock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any tattoos on my dick yet. Yet.
That's the point. Your dick will be still nice and fleshy, but
What would you get on there?
AIDS.
Wow.
Yeah. On the tip.
spelled with an 8.
An MS-13.
Because at first you get excited, ooh, and then you get concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got to take pills for the rest of your life.
Double Threat, 1992, directed by David A. Pryor.
A Letterboxd user rating of 2.6. We start with the beautiful night skyline of Los Angeles, California. We got a meetup happening between a lady and a man. The lady hands off a large sum of cash, and she gets an envelope. As this is happening, we also have an older man being tailed by a dude in a Corvette. He follows the old guy, pulls up a device, it starts beeping. The man in the Corvette pushes this button. The old man's car accelerates and hits a ramp that's clearly in the middle of the road and flips.
Yeah, you know, night construction when they set up the ramps all over the street.
We see the envelope opening, and it's pictures of some couple together. This lady throws them in a fire so they burn up. The man from the Corvette pulls up to a house. He walks in. It looks like a struggle had went on in the house. He finds Kathleen sitting in a chair, and she asks if he still finds her attractive. He asks what happened in here, and she explains that there was a break-in. And in this break-in, there was a gun and a man was shot. Catherine reaches over and pulls a gun out, points it at this dude. He says, "This is a joke, right?" She says no, and continues to point a gun at him. He states that he just killed her husband to be with her. She says that was for, or he says that was for, or she says that was for you. He says that that's not true. I love you. She's figured out that he's with another blonde bimbo and he's just going to leave her and he wants her money. She fires the gun at this man. Cut to a screening room. The director asks the producer what he thinks. Our producer here is named Crocker. He says it needs more sex. He says Monica Martell is in this picture and she's a sex symbol. Director says that was 20 years ago. Basically, nobody wants to see this old broad.
Different time, huh?
I do.
I mean,
Yeah,
Kidman's had a run of 45 years showing her body.
I want to see them all. I mean, has anybody pitched to HBO just shots of naked women that are on screen for 5 to 8 seconds and then they cycle to the next one?
Just like a tit screensaver.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Max.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by 5DR. We could sell that shit.
If they turn down our soap opera, we pitch just female nudity.
Yeah. I mean, people will select those fireplace screensavers during the holidays. Hey, if you're alone this holiday, we can theme this beaver, you know?
Yeah.
Chicks in little Santa Claus hats and elf clothes.
Yeah, a little tinsel across the
Titzel.
Yeah. Yeah. Write that down for the meeting, dude. That's good.
4th of July, chicks spreading with Roman candles.
We're going to have to up the insurance on that shoot, dude.
Let freedom ring, buddy.
For just describing Hustler magazines at this point.
Okay, well, they clearly had something, dude.
Is it Idiocracy?
Going strong.
Idiocracy, where they say like the highest grossing movie was just a movie called Ass.
Yeah.
And it's just that butt farting. They're like, it won 10 Oscars. Like, we're not far from that.
I mean, there is a lot of butt in the Oscar winner this year. Or last year, I guess.
Honora?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my pick for this category.
Sweet.
I think you're over the runtime, though.
Ah, well, we'll just watch an hour and a half of it.
Makes my notes easier.
You do the first half, I'll do the second.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Director says that was 20 years ago with Monica here. Producer says just make it more sexy because I hired you. I hired you when nobody else would. I'm giving you a chance here. So dude basically has the movie done, and producer wants sex scenes added to it.
A real Corman type, this producer.
And this
it's a great movie. Cut it down, put tits in it.
This director's got a real Bruno Kirby light vibe to him as well.
Yeah. Steven, I think his name is.
Who's Bruno Kirby?
He's in City Slickers. He's in...
But not Curly's Gold?
He might be in Curly's Gold.
He may be.
He's in... I think he's since passed. He's in When Harry Met Sally. He's like the best friend. Ends up with Carrie Fisher. He was actually in... What's that Verhoeven that we covered?
Flesh and Blood.
Flesh and Blood. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
All right, Steven, our director, he's pissed off and he's trying to think. His lady that he's with is begging him for something to eat. She's starving. He says, I'm having a mental crisis over here. Like, relax. She says, I'm hungry. Just come out. Just get a body double. He's like, oh, shit, that's actually a pretty good idea. Men never let your women get hangry.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it kind of worked out here. Like, she had a good idea.
Yeah, feed this woman.
Mm-hmm. As a reward. Make them earn that meal.
We break away to the next scene with some sensual music and a very lovely...
Finish this spreadsheet, you get a hamburger. I don't know how hard this is.
No, don't confuse him,
like
because
work.
burgers connect to blue balls.
Oh, that's true. All right, you get a chicken sandwich.
We're trying to get off with this category. We don't want to have any burgers. No burgers allowed. Okay?
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that rule.
Burger means blue balls, so...
Sometimes I eat a burger right after sex.
How? With that smile, how can you eat the burger?
Yeah, all the toppings slipping out of your mouth.
Just open your mouth up a little more. You put it right by the bedside table.
You don't bring
right
food.
Before you... Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
You could bring a burger in there.
No, you don't.
You're not getting sexy with it. It's just for later when it's all done.
You throw the towel, you wipe off, you use some mouthwash, and then you go get something to eat. You don't bring it in there.
What? Then you got to get up, dude.
You brush your teeth. You choose.
I'm not eating a burger after I brush my teeth. You're going to ruin the taste.
You got
You don't want all those pubes in your burger, though.
Speak for yourself, dude.
Already had a burger. All right. We break away. We got some sensual music going on. We got a very lovely lady in a thong, a one piece. The phone rings. It's Steven. He's the director. He's calling Lisa. He's got her a job. He needs her tomorrow. Who sleeps like that? Lisa does. That's right. Fuck yeah.
I'm not saying her body couldn't be laid out like that, but we all know real women sleep with their mouth wide fucking open, just making the absolute nastiest face, just absolutely challenging you to leave.
Snoring.
Yeah.
Got sweatpants on and shit.
Yeah. Inside out.
Yeah. A fucking sweater on. It's like, what the fuck? It's January. It's 15 outside, and I'm still sweating up in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cold. Cold hard bitch. Huh? Nobody?
No, I agree with you. I was leaving a space for the listeners to cheer.
Thank you, listeners. I know you could always... It's time for some woman hating when it's a Laundry Dan episode. You're like, we can get in there a little bit. Poke. Not stab them all the way, but just shake the shit out of them, you know?
It's just once a month.
Yeah.
It's just once a month. Sure, I listened to the episode 20 times.
He's right.
But that's to hear the nuances of Kron's little zingers.
What if I want a burger afterwards? There's no afterwards. I'll just have the burger. Fuck.
You're lucky it's not during. I'll eat the burger when I want to eat the burger.
Hey, fuck, I can't eat onions and then you won't kiss me? What the fuck?
My dick didn't eat the onions.
Guess that's a no. You're wearing sweatpants. Gentlemen, take your ladies out and treat them well. Don't fucking listen to us. Let's say, hey, edit that out, but really don't.
Yeah, edit in Dan saying edit that out.
Yeah. Well, the listener was like, they're going to edit that out, right?
Why would the listener who was edited out?
After they've already heard it?
Yeah.
Well, this is the first week. Once they get complaints, they'll pull this out.
Mm-hmm.
No, these guys are right.
I shouldn't leave a comment.
Some do. Thank you.
And we appreciate it.
Lisa gets pulled over by a cop. She asks the cop if he'll take her number as a way to get out of this ticket. He says, yeah, she's a very attractive lady. So
It's fucking
she
son of the beach looking cop.
Is that the same guy?
I don't think so, but I was getting those vibes. That tall, fucking balding dude.
I had that Playboy of, I think that was like the first one when I signed up for Playboy they sent.
It was like
no.
the women of Son of the Beach.
Yeah, the blonde chick was like the cover girl. And I was like, I never even watched this show. Wasn't that a USA show?
It might have been. I thought it was just a syndication sort of show. Wasn't that a Howard Stern produced thing?
Maybe might have been. Maybe Fox or you. I don't know. Good pull, Bones, showing our age.
I'm old.
All right, this guy, he takes her number. He rips the ticket up. The officer heads back to the car. To his partner, he starts bragging that he got her number. He looks at it and he's like, "This is her social security number, dude." Which is these days would be awesome.
Wait. We'll have everybody soon enough.
Even then, it feels like a dumb move. Like, that would make you easier to track down. I think a cop could probably look up your address if he has your social.
I have to hope she's smart enough to give him a fake, right?
I don't know.
That's the number you think of? Like, oh, fuck, I'll give him my social.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it seems easier to make up a fake phone number than to write your actual social security number down.
92. It didn't mean much back then.
Well, 92, a phone number was only 6 digits, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we cut to a video of Eric getting in a nice arm pump and slowly zoom out to lit candles and Monica double-clicking her mouse to this video.
My favorite scene, dude.
Live footage?
That's what I was kind of wondering. I'm like, is this live?
Dude's in the house?
They make it seem like there's a direct feed from the dojo to the fucking boudoir.
She gets her nut in and enjoys then she enjoys some time by the pool. Eric shows up. Monica's reading the paper that she's a washed up actress.
Oh, dude shows up head to toe denim too.
Canadian tux.
He's in this for like half the movie, and the other half he just switches to a leather jacket and denim jeans. That's it. His night outfit is leather jacket. Day clothes are all denim.
Kron, this guy is wearing a leather jacket right now as we talk. I guarantee it.
He probably had to sell that jacket. I think he's back to denim.
Nah.
He's probably just got done fucking doing drywall or something.
My boss is still a leather jacket dude. I'm just like, what?
I mean, if you got a cool leather jacket, like,
I think it's
dude.
fake.
Well, you gotta like,
it's like
you
too
gotta
big.
get a nice one.
It's not cool. It's just, he heard leather was what you're supposed to buy, like back in maybe 92, and has had it ever since. Swings his arms a little too much when he walks.
Leather's peeling off. His fake leather.
Is that type of guy.
Are you just watching him from a distance and shaking your head?
I watch him show up 3 to 8 minutes late every morning.
Dane's got a direct video feed of this guy.
I got a window so I can see right out to the parking lot. So, and it's just like, what?
Well, he's probably standing in front of the mirror for 5 minutes every day. Like, is today the day? Nope. I bought it. I'm staying committed.
It's cold out there.
Got to break it in. It doesn't start looking good until you're 8 years in. Combing his hair with that little fucking black comb.
He ain't got no hair. All right. She's reading how she's a washed-up actress. Actress. Jesus. Eric talks her down. Tells her she's the best. He heads out. The phone rings. It's his insurance company calling about his life insurance. Monica answers. She's like, he just left. Call back later. Eric heads out, and Detective Finnick asks him some questions. He's just outside of his house. He explains, or Eric says, you ain't got no jurisdiction here, man. He says, yes, I do. I just got transferred from San Francisco, and I'm here to keep an eye on you, Eric. He says, you got away with something once, and you're not going to do it again. I'm going to make sure of it. He says, if that happens, I'll be up your ass faster than a New York minute. Eric says, you're wasting your time, Finnick. Looks like a corpse, huh?
Who, Richard Lynch?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's kind of got a dead man look about him.
I think he survived like 80% burns or something, right? Didn't we look that up during Invasion USA?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Bones cut that, what I said.
Bones, leave that in. Karan, you're an asshole.
Well, if he got all burned up, I feel bad now.
But, Dan, you called him an asshole. You said looks like a corpse, huh?
Bones, cut that. He does look like a corpse. I don't care if he got burned.
It makes him look awesome, I think.
He looks like a detective that's been in it for a while.
Fuck yeah.
He is a great, fun actor, though. Like, this guy is in a shitload of B movies. I mean, and he's super recognizable. So every time he pops up in one, I'm like, oh shit. It's the guy from Trancers 2 again.
It's amazing how your mind works.
That's where I first saw him. So
it's amazing that we're on that level of like, that guy was in The Fanatic.
You watching a lot of Travolta stuff?
The references we make are like, oh shit, yeah, that dude's in that one. This like crazy movie that nobody's probably ever fucking heard of.
Or are you watching English period films and every time a Bobby shows up, you're like, oh, from The Fanatic, dude.
I love the fact that your whole trip to the United Kingdom is ruined because of me.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Is that the Quine?
And you guys hated that movie.
Over this way, Abbey Road.
It's totally acceptable to hate a movie, but get some joy out of it later.
Mm-hmm. It's like 3/4 of the movies I watched in.
What's the beauty of this show? Stop calling me Criterion Dan and you won't get another Fanatic. Maybe that was a lesson that you didn't get. Here we are.
We picked like 13 Criterion movies in a row, so.
No, I didn't. I did 1. 2.
Okay.
2. 3. 3. All right, 3. At the studio, Steven, our director, he explains to Monica that they've hired a body double. Lisa is already in Monica's dressing room getting ready. Steven says Crocker wants the movie sexier. That's what I want this category, guys. Sexier. Okay? Monica says, if she's here, I'm gone. Diva. Monica says, I've never done nudity in any of my films, Steven. He says, well, that's the point. Like, this is the great thing. It's a body double. The fans will love it that you're doing nudity, and they'll never know. And she's like, you kind of got a point there. He's like, yeah, you'll be in an erotic sex scene, and it'll be a body double. Easy. After Steven leaves, the phone rings, and a man whispers into the phone to Monica and says, your life is in danger.
This scene is so weird because she says she doesn't do nudity, but it seems like she's been doing this type of movie for a long time. Like, wouldn't she know what a body double? Like, they have to explain to her the concept of a body double. But, I mean, if she's been working in Hollywood for 20 years, surely she would know the fuck that is.
It's for the audience, right?
I mean, not for me. I've seen body double, dude.
I was going to ask, Bones, is this where you say that Kron's rule comes in?
No, I think this is okay. I don't think this is referencing that.
I just think
separate.
I think it's a dumb way to explain to the audience that they use other people for nude scenes.
Yeah, particularly when you're just able to show it through the literal action of calling cut and Lisa coming in instead.
What do we think of our two leading ladies here, gentlemen? Yeah.
Smash. Next question.
Both?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, all right. Bones?
Yeah. What am I, a monk?
All right. Just checking. I'm
You know what?
smashing as well.
Throw Eric in there. Why not?
Oh, Karan.
The way that guy moves his mouth, I'm sure you could find a use for it.
Your giant penis is so giant. Why are you doing this to me, Karan? All right, we cut to Eric. He's pouring some champagne for him and Monica. Eric explains that her husband's death looks like an accident and that they will be together forever. Eric takes off her robe. Steven cuts, and they bring in the body double. Monica tells Eric he better not enjoy this. Monica also warns Lisa as well. Through this movie, we cut in and out of what the movie they're filming is and our actual movie. We haven't figured that out. It's available on Tubi. Follow along if you are fucking confused. It's a Laundry Dan movie, so you probably are. The movie makes sense. The way I explain it doesn't. Because I'm an idiot. All right, Steven says action, and the two start making some love, baby. Monica has some resting bitch face going on about it, but Lisa's getting really into it. Back in the dressing room, our producer Crocker here, he stops in and chats with Lisa. He checks in with her, and Lisa says she wants to be a star. Crocker says, well, it's all who you know. And Lisa says, yeah, and who you blow. Crocker laughs this off and says, yeah, that too. Crocker says, beware of Eric. He's a first-class user, so just be careful. Lisa says, I'm a big girl. Crocker says, all right, I gotta go. Lisa says, thanks, Dad.
What?
What the fuck?
I vomited when I watched this at this part of the movie. Out of confusion, disgust, I don't know.
So we have 3 co-hosts, and you always watch movies where you're like, that's a 5DR movie. This was the point where I was like, put it on the list.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense, yeah.
Well, and the girl masturbating to her man lifting weights, because that's...
Yeah, you guys,
chef kiss.
I'm sending you guys videos of me curling all the time.
Yeah, I've got so many from Kron. He was doing legs.
Yeah, dude, and
Legs are important.
I'm cranking off to all those, dude.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I came a lot this week.
Leave me a sticker on it at least, something to indicate that you
I don't have enough energy left.
I can't touch my screen. It's all like, I'm right-handed. I love you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
I know.
Crocker is Lisa's dad. In the parking lot, Eric is perched up on his BMW, looking like a fucking total douchebag. Lisa comes out, and she's like, is this where you ask out the new girl? Eric says, I might as well take my best shot. He details his plans for the evening if Lisa was to go out with him. Lisa calls that boring as hell and suggests a fireplace, a bear-skinned rug, and our sweating naked bodies fucking wildly.
The way she says wildly is crazy. It's like wildly. It's like she got fucking a bite of sandwich in her mouth.
She got really self-conscious about pronouncing that L, and then was like, wait a minute, how many, are there 2 L's? Are there 3 L's?
Is it an I-E or a Y?
Wildly coyote.
What is up with, why is the bear-skinned rug thing like so connected to like sex? What is up with that?
I don't know. I guess you just picture it as like if you're snowed in somewhere, like it just seems like a cabin-y kind of thing.
See, it seems very Danielle Steele, classically romantic.
Because I don't think that would be comfortable. Probably be sweaty as hell. Cut my hand on that tooth. Fuck.
I mean, I feel like all sex is sweaty, right?
If you're doing it right.
I mean, you're not gonna take your wiener and like put it in the bear's ear, like.
Speak for yourself.
This thing got a butthole on it still. I know, Kron, you're only into dogs, not bears. I'm sorry.
Not into dogs.
What's a bear but a big dog?
Exactly. That's what I say. The hairier, the better.
I honor the canine species, dude.
Yeah, we know. We know.
I'm going to compare them to a lowly bear.
Man's best lay.
You just won't tell us which one you honor the most.
Gentleman never tells.
Last episode.
That's the dumbest running joke in 5 Day Reynolds history, I think.
I'm glad you think so, because it's 100% yours.
I know.
Yeah, stop doing it.
Yeah.
Me, I certainly don't want the idea that I want to fuck animals. Proliferate. Oh, shit.
Wild.
Proliferating on the internet. Wildly.
It's not animals. It's just a dog. All right. Naked bodies, bearskin rug, fucking wildly. Lisa says, but I can't do that. I'm working at a club tonight, and walks away. Fuck.
Nobody walks away from Eric.
Hey, Lisa. Listen here. Cue the dreamlike music. Eric looks up and Lisa is showing off her best nightgown. It's lingerie. She asks if she wants me. She asks if you want me. You want me. You want me. She calls him over. He gets handsy and says, take me now. She says that. Monica steps in and Eric says, get out of here. This is my fantasy. Not anymore, says Monica, and she shoots him. Crocker interrupts.
This guy gets
Eric's
shot to death in his own fantasy.
Well, Crocker ruined it. This guy's on drugs, man. He's just sitting on a BMW, just zoning out like that. It's the cocaine that makes me talk like this.
I feel like
Monica.
most of like my visualizations, like how's this going to go down in my house, end with my wife walking in and saying no and shooting me. So, like, can I put this Life Aquatic poster up in the hallway? Shot in the back, you know?
You're hanging it up and you get shot in the back.
Yeah.
Like, oh. All right. Crocker interrupts Eric's fantasy. Crocker says, watch out. We both know how Monica is. Eric says, oh, that's right. You were married to her at one point. Did you ever get caught cheating on her? Don't be a smartass. I was far too good of a liar to get caught. He does say that Monica threatened to shoot his dick off at one point, and he believed her, so. And he thinks that she would have done it.
It was the year RoboCop had come out. By God. I was going to take that threat seriously.
Your move, creep.
Back at Monica's, Eric says he's going out to his brother's house to watch the fights that night for some fights and some beers. Monica says, don't think about going anywhere else. Eric says, stop being all jelly, Monica. Monica says, I made you remember, or says I made you, so, I made you, so remember that, Eric. Eric says, I only love you, Monica. She says, don't bite the hand that feeds. Eric says, you're very sexy when you're all jelly. It turns me on. Then he heads out.
She says, don't bite the hand that feeds because it might bite you back. I don't know if she knows how hands work. A dumb lady. Yeah, dude. She's got little eyes and a fucking lip.
She took a pin and drew fangs on her thumb, so it looks like her.
I would have bumped the movie a star if they had included that.
So that would have been a 5 for Kron.
Actually, when you do this with your thumb, that's how Eric's mouth moves, like the actor in real life.
I don't know if I hate this guy or love this guy. Outside, Eric calls Monica a bitch without her knowing. That's a bitch move.
I bet she's got a camera there, too.
You call it to her face.
You never know where he's going to lift weights.
Monica makes a call to Coleman, who's just hanging out at a bar, having an MGD. Coleman says he can do it, don't worry. But we also see Eric saying thanks and hanging up and walking out from a payphone. Younger generations, there used to be things called payphones where they just had them set up. You would use the phone.
Mm-hmm. You could call your drug dealer with no repercussions.
Yeah, not tracked at all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe call a bomb threat on your school. Don't do that. All right, that night at the club, Lisa's dancing on her break. She's looking hot as hell, by the way. Eric comes in. She joins Eric for a drink. Coleman is at a table in the club, pulls out a picture of Lisa and another note that says, you know what to do. Lisa asks, how did you find me, Eric? Eric says, let's hang out later. Lisa blows him off. Eric says, "Did Monica say something to you?" She says she made it a point that you belong to her. Lisa says, "I ain't fucking with you because you're with Monica." Eric says he won't give up on Lisa. And Lisa
movie
says,
is so fucking boring.
Lisa says, "I didn't say you should give up," and walks away. Why? It's got Coleman. Come on. Eric notices Coleman because he's sitting directly in the middle of the room at a table in the middle of the dance floor, which is my favorite fucking scene of this whole movie. It's just exactly in the center of the... cracks me up every time I fucking see it.
I like when he pulls that packet out and it's just a photo and a note that says, "You know what to do." Like, I'm pretty sure that would hold up in court in your fucking, like, what do they call it? Like, when you set up a hired hit or some shit.
Hired for murder.
Yeah. Like, I think that right there would be enough evidence.
All right, Eric looks. Coleman has disappeared. Later that evening, Lisa heads out to go home. Eric scares the hell out of her in the parking lot. He's like, "How about that drink?" Two goons show up. They try to rob Eric and Lisa, but Eric makes some quick moves and starts fighting these dudes. A leather jacket, a jean jacket, and a Van Halen shirt. They all collide, but Eric comes out on top. Guess which one he was wearing?
The leather jacket. It's nighttime.
That's right. Lisa's a little turned on by this and agrees to that drink. They head out, but someone follows. Cut to the two goons walking away. He says, "That's the easiest 200 I ever made." Eric fucking paid these ass wipes to fake jump him.
Cron level move, dude. That's
a mastermind.
It's smart thinking. You want to make a good impression.
This is pretty solid, like, lead character bones.
Do apologize for actually beating your ass that one time, Kron, though, and ruining that date.
Well, you didn't get your $50.
I didn't.
You pushed it too far.
I know, but you didn't pull your punch, so it's okay. And
you
honestly,
have to kiss her in the parking lot. Insult to injury.
Come on,
dude.
I needed a cheeseburger.
I wasn't going to get my
that night.
$50. I wasn't going to leave empty-handed, you know. But to be fair, any girl that's not going to help you, like, pull broken glass out of your face, it's probably not a girl you want to end up with.
Back at Lisa's, Eric tells a story about how he met Monica. But he thinks he has other intentions, or she has other intentions. Eric says it's been going rough lately with Monica. Lisa says to leave her, but Eric says he's basically using her because she got him the starring role in the movie that they're filming currently. Lisa says, "You're using each other, basically." Lisa likes honesty, she says. Eric gets up to leave, but Lisa is finally ready to bang. So they bang. Lisa and Eric agree that they've made a great choice here. And Eric thinks he should come out and tell the truth to Monica about what's going on. The next morning, Eric returns to Monica's place. Monica's running late, but chats with Eric. Eric tries to come clean about the evening he had with Lisa, but is interrupted by a phone call. It's Monica's broker, who leaves his car number. That was a thing, too, back in the day. People have car phones. Eric then admits he has spent the night with Lisa to Monica. Monica takes this very well. She's like, well, every man has his needs. It's not the first time I've been cheated on, so what's the difference?
Just be discreet, she says, right?
Yeah, Just let me know. Pass, buddy. Fucking end of movie. Eric says this is different, Monica. Monica says, look, this is Hollywood. No one loves each other. They're just pretending. Later that day, Eric meets up with Mr. Hendrickson. He says, I don't see...
Lance?
No, I wish.
I wish. He says, I don't see my 50K. What's up with that? Eric says, give him some time. I need 2 weeks so I can have it for you. Hendrickson leaves, but tells his goons to bury him in concrete. They chase after Eric. He takes off on foot.
There's a part here where they're in a construction site.
Yeah.
And he takes a route around a big piece of heavy machinery that has its outriggers set out. And there's obviously enough room to run around the outrigger, but he makes an acting choice to kind of try to do like a cool hop over the side of it. But when they cut to the guys that are giving chase and they just clearly run around it, it is very funny.
What is the movie in the movie? And it's like he's sleeping with this older lady to get 50K in some sort of like heavy machinery grift that he's got going.
I don't know about the heavy machinery grift. I just thought that was a generic place they were meeting up.
See, I thought they were like involved in the, like one of the characters had some business to be there.
Well, I think what we've seen of the movie is out of sequence as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like the first scene is like the end of the fake movie.
All right, the goons are quick to chase. One shoots Eric in the leg and moves in to shoot him in the head. But Monica shows up and tries to shoot, but nothing comes out. There's no fucking blanks in the gun. Steven calls cut. It's a fucking part of the movie again. They break for lunch. Monica stops in to visit Lisa. She gives Lisa 10K. Lisa says, I don't understand. Back outside, Steven is going over some character detail with Eric. And Lisa pops up and throws Eric the 10K and says, you're a jerk.
Well, it's an important thing with the director because he's like, it's important for the audience to think that you're a nice guy. And then at the end of this, when you turn out to be an asshole, it'd be an even bigger punch.
I mean, we kind of figured he's an asshole, right?
Yeah, but again, this is the movie just telling you.
It might have told you everything in the first scene of the movie.
Yeah, it's so confident in its twists that just its base foundation it has to explain more than necessary. Yeah.
I could have watched 4 hours of this, guys.
God damn.
Eric asks what's going on when Lisa throws him a 10K. She says, I'm not dumb and I won't be paid off. Eric asks if Monica was up to this. Eric says, give me 5 minutes and we can find out the truth. As they walk away, Lisa's car blows up and we go and take a piss break. Are we ready, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Right when you are.
It's Saturday night, boy. We ain't doing anything. What are you else doing? It's Saturday night, 5DR. Here's your host, Laundry Dan. Musical guest, Cron Howard on Bones.
I'm on Bones?
Yeah, you're standing on my shoulders. You're playing a real big bass. I got I'm like holding it up.
Zabba-dippy-doo-bah. He bit all the he-dogs.
Hey, welcome back to 5DR, 5-Day Rentals. We're smack dab in the middle of Double Threat from 1992, the opening film of the category, Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime. It's more fun to say than this movie is.
Stop right there. You know a Hustler Minute was coming, baby.
Shit.
I've been missing these, dude.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, I'm pulling
Let's add
out.
on to this
I'm
horniness.
pulling out a big gun for you today. Now, in the break, we were all talking about our Hustler cards. They're a mess. We each have our own system that has seemed to have failed us, but I'm pretty sure we haven't talked about this lady before. And now, I'm also in the break, we talked about, let's get a busty blonde. Nah, I had one lined out because of a very particular mention in this bio. But let me introduce you to Christy.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's right. This is Christy Canyon.
Oh!
I mean, pretty busty, to be honest.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
So,
baby.
let's not
38,
sell her short.
24,
But-
36, 5'8", 125 pounds, born 1966. Hustler layout and interview, December 1989. Christy has appeared in over 50 videos and films.
I've seen them. All of them.
I've seen them
Yeah.
Mhm.
Seen
multiple
some.
times. I have a ranking. I'm going on Screen Drafts. A San Fernando Valley girl who enjoys bike riding and masturbating after a great meal.
Hell
Paul
yeah.
Thomas Anderson knows who she is.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
I love her, dude.
Christy Canyon. Hustler layout. For explicit one-on-one, call 1-800-775-5885. That has been your Hustler Minute.
Real quick, did you guys hear that Weekly Podcast Massacre did like a fake Hustler Minute on one of their episodes recently?
Did they?
Yeah, I think it was like maybe their Cloverfield one. It was like in the last few.
The last one I did was Dawn of the Dead, so I'm behind.
Yeah, they talked about doing a Hustler card, and it cracked me up. Go check out Weekly Podcast Massacre. Great dudes.
Anything else? You motherfuckers. Love you guys. Hey, welcome back, 5DR. Hustler Minute. You only get that here, baby.
Mhm.
Fucking, we're bringing the fucking horniness. God damn it.
Yeah, they don't actually do it on Weekly Podcast Massacre. They
should.
just joked about it.
It's probably be way better than us.
They got no Hustler cards over there.
Well, let's send one of them a bag of loose meat and one of them a bag of these cards. We can send them
Figure it out.
our double ups,
Mm-hmm.
We should.
because that's always a chance. There's always a chance that, I've picked a Raquel and then 2 months from now you pick a Raquel. I don't know.
Are there more coming? I want to know.
TBD, dude.
Okay. Don't you get my fucking hopes up, you asshole. Oh, that was a big old wink from his
right.
asshole. He winked
That's
his
right.
asshole, folks. By the way, you need to bleach that thing, dude.
You gotta do core and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Or
Assholes
kegels.
might get
Hey.
stuffed.
Bicep
Hey.
curls.
Butthole's part of core. Can we all agree on that? Bones.
That should be the name of your video.
But if butthole's part of the core, that means ass is part of, or a mouth is part of core. So the entire digestive system from ass to mouth to ass is all core.
Are you calling butthole leg day then?
It's butthole day.
Are you doing
No,
butthole
butthole's
on core or
Butthole's
leg
separate
day?
from glutes. So glutes is leg day, butthole's core. I agree with you.
I just
I'm
do
just-
a butthole day, and that makes it easy.
Okay. I feel like
How long's that workout?
that sounds like junk volume, dude.
2 hours.
That's definitely junk volume. I'm doing butthole right now. You can do butthole throughout the day. You don't need to dedicate a day to it.
I dedicate a
at
day,
work.
dude. You're not doing the kind of work
Well,
I'm
that's why
doing.
your butthole's so exhausted the rest of the week.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta have recovery time.
You got
That's why I
those
look
DOMs,
saggy.
dude. Delayed onset we'll call it DOBS, delayed onset butthole soreness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so thankful for everybody that shows up each week for this.
I could crack a walnut now, dude.
It's dwindling. The market's
started.
been flooded.
We'll survive.
I'm sure there's, for every celebrity podcast out there, there's another podcast that's even more butthole centric than we are. So,
We got an email the other day from some guy that wanted us to buy into his company to get us so many downloads. And the email said something like, "I've noticed you have more episodes than a lot of podcasts out there." I was like, thanks.
Yeah, none of them are doing
it
well.
doesn't see. Yeah, it's not helping.
We're definitely a quantity over quality type podcast, my man. So look elsewhere.
I deleted the email. All right, y'all. We're somewhere in double threat. Eric, Monica, Lisa, body double.
Yeah,
Erotic
her
thriller.
car just blew up.
Yeah, Lisa's car just blows up. Somebody's out to get these two. Eric and Lisa, they meet Detective Finnick and explain what happened with the car explosion. Eric says it's Monica. She's trying to kill Lisa because she's jealous. Finnick says that they will investigate and get back to you. Eric's not happy with that. He wants Monica arrested. He's convinced it's her. Detective Finnick, he chats with a colleague, and he says he knows that Eric is up to something. He just doesn't know what it is for sure. Great detective work.
It probably involves a murder and insurance money. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
Possibility. His colleague's like, this sounds personal. Finnick says it is.
Thank you for
You're
noticing.
Off the job, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it is personal, you should not be working the case, right?
No, not at all. Maybe like a president who is president and takes shit personally and shouldn't be doing what he's doing, but
I love Tesla.
Everything's computer.
Eric promises Lisa he's going to find out what's going on. He takes off. He tells her to stay home, locks the doors.
But here's
lock
my
the
car
door.
keys in case you do need to leave.
He says, take a cab. Or he takes a cab but leaves his keys. Eric visits Coleman. He's at the bar having another MGD. Guess why not?
But
That's
at
all
the
this guy
bar.
does, dude.
But at the bar, not at a table in the middle of it.
Not at the dance club.
Well, he's not working a job right now.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, table is when you're working. Bars when you're looking for work.
He still had an MGD on that dance floor table, though.
Well, you got to blend in.
It's worth 4 stars alone. All right, Coleman. Eric slides him over a fat envelope of cash. Coleman says, I'm not a hitman. Eric calls Lisa later that night and says, come pick me up. She says, it's 5 a.m. They meet up at Jerry's Deli because Eric needs to talk to her in
Because I'm
person.
hungry. Been up all night. I'm hungry. Meet me at the deli.
Notice I'm not getting a burger.
Mm-hmm.
I rubbed one out.
I'm
out.
fine.
Yeah, mic it up. Put the vinegar and oil on it, yeah.
Mike's Way?
Mike's Way, is that what they call
What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's a different podcast, dude.
it? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I only listen to Weekly Podcast Massacre. That's it. That's the only other podcast I listen to.
Well, you're better than me because I'm also behind.
I'm current on
I'm
their
a
show.
bad friend.
Kron will be the first to be asked to guest, of course.
Give me on. Just make sure the movie is not good.
I don't know how to talk about good stuff.
Not my expertise, dude.
But this was nominated for an Oscar? Oh, no. All right, Lisa takes off, but she's tailed. Who would have thought? As she's driving, she notices she's being followed. Freaks out a little bit. All of a sudden, there's a cop car that pulls her over. Oh, shit. It's son of a beach cop, who she gave her social security number to. Lisa says someone's trying to kill her.
This guy's like, hey, I stole your identity, you dumb idiot.
He says, I got $10K in credit, bitch. She says she saw a car following her and she got scared. The cop goes ahead and writes her a ticket because he's not going to fall for that shit this time. She leaves. The car starts back up, turns his lights on, and follows. The other car starts opening fire at her at this point, shooting. In all the chaos, Lisa flips her car over 3 55-gallon barrels that are in the middle of the street.
Oh, night construction, dude.
That's to slow down the people that hit those ramps.
3.
Set up the ramps and the barrels.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you got to protect these workers, dude.
Hand in hand.
Our man Coleman, he's the shooter. Lisa climbs out of the wreckage and runs. Coleman follows and keeps shooting at her.
Very
It's a terrible
confused
shot.
because he was very clear that he's not a hitman.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
Terrible shot or terrible on purpose?
Maybe too many MGDs. Got him at the wrong time of the night.
Yeah, it's too. You're
Sneak
showing
up
up at the
on you.
bar at 3 a.m.?
Fuck.
I am fucking plastered, dude.
You want me to shoot what?
I had a 12-pack, dude.
Okay.
11th one was free.
Hey, aren't you
right.
making a movie called Double Vision? Because I got that right now, buddy.
I'll try.
You want me to shoot the bitch on the left or the bitch on the right?
Shit, it's the same bitch.
It could be cool if I hold up 2 guns. And I take them out at the same time.
Give me the Coleman movie, please. All right, wherever the fuck.
Well, no, I can't shoot in the middle because I only hit their shoulders. It would be a kill shot. I can't have this bitch ID and call me.
Who?
Who am I?
All right, hold still. I know I got the bullets in one of these pockets.
You greasy bitch. You get away. Hold on.
These ain't blanks. I know this is Hollywood, but these ain't blanks.
Fuck. Okay. I already spent that money on my head. That's 5,000 MGDs.
Coleman always gets the job done. Lisa stops to catch her breath. Coleman shoots, but walks away. He gets close to her, but he turns around and walks away.
Oh, I
Eric comes
killed her? No way that it didn't kill her.
She did. Is she alive? Eric comes up from behind and shoots Coleman and saves Lisa. Eric takes off and calls the cops.
I mean, you got to keep one-upping these crazy save-the-day scenarios to keep your scheme rolling, dude.
Finnick questions Eric later in the morning. He believes Eric is responsible for the murder of Coleman, but Eric says, I followed her and that just happened. I saved her. Finnick says, don't leave town.
Yeah, I'm a good guy with a gun.
I was really hoping that the third incarnation of this would be like him saving a bunch of animals from a pet store on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it. Let's go. Come on.
What?
Come on.
No.
Get it out.
People know that reference. It's fine.
Traded in my Beamer for a hog. Guess we all learned a thing or two today.
Hollywood got to me before I got to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you're a cool guy. You're the coolest guy in this town.
Get the fuck away from me.
I'd do anything for you.
Yeah, you're like a poet biker. You know that?
All right, back up, man. Come on.
Do you write the poetry when you're riding a bike because you don't got a radio?
How many MGDs have you had?
The M does not stand for motorcycle. God damn it. Cool.
Right,
I was nervous we wouldn't get any new characters season 3, but
Coleman.
But drunk Corman is here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Coleman. Corman. God damn it.
All right, Monica, she is meeting with Crocker to ask a small favor. She says, if a call comes through, just take care of it. It's simple. Eric and Lisa arrive at Monica's house. They tell her everything that's happened. Monica comes down, calls Lisa a tramp. Lisa says, you bitch, you tried to kill me. And as this is happening, Eric pulls the gun on both of these bitches. Monica tries to explain to Lisa what Eric's plan is and pretty much nails it. He will kill Lisa and then Monica. That's basically what she says. She goes in on all the details about hiring a dick and a few other twists and turns. Lisa says it was you the whole time. Eric shoots Lisa. Eric says that he's been waiting a long time to finally shoot her. Monica says that the starring role was never enough for him. Eric says that their movie will be a huge success because Monica dies in the struggle trying to kill her ex-husband. So this is all Eric's plan.
I think there's a part where she's laying out what Eric's plan is. She's like, he's going to make it look like a struggle or something. She's like, he's going to shoot me, then you, then himself. And Eric is like, yes, it's genius. I'm going to shoot myself. It's like, come on, guy.
Monica. It's genius.
If your plan involves shooting yourself, he's like, it'll be a non-fatal wound.
Eric points the piece at Monica, but laughs and places a call to 911 that he's been shot. Eric talks out his plan. As Karan said, he will shoot himself, but it will just be a flesh wound, so they'll believe him.
It's genius. It's so genius. I will shoot myself.
I learned from drunk Coleman, the best sharpshooter in the biz.
Eric says he's been rehearsing this one for months.
I've been practicing shooting myself.
Monica says she will give him one last chance to reconsider what he's doing. She says, show a little decency and put the gun down.
Pretty
Eric
forgiving,
pulls
this
the
lady.
gun up.
Mm-hmm.
She likes him young. Eric pulls the gun up. We see an outside shot of the house and we hear gunshots. So we cut away. We don't see what happens. We cut to some paramedics pulling up. Or they're pulling out a body from the house. Finnick comes up. He removes the sheet. It's Eric.
Good. I wanted this man dead.
The other detective says it seems to be a simple robbery. He says Eric scared the robber and the robber shot Eric. He says Eric managed to call 911 before he died. He asks what the ladies were up to at that, or where they were at. He says they were at the studio with Mr. Crocker. Hence Monica saying, if a call comes through, just take care of it. Records show that the 911 call was 5 minutes after Eric's. Finnick chats with Monica and Lisa to find, but he also finds a shell casing. Finnick asks the ladies how they did it. Finnick also drops knowledge that Coleman was shot last night, but he managed to tell him that he was hired by Eric to make it look like somebody was trying to kill Lisa before he died.
The man had so much alcohol in his system.
Pure MGD.
It took forever for him to bleed out.
Mm-hmm. The blood was so thin that it was mostly just alcohol pouring out of his wound.
Finnick says he was on his way over to arrest Eric when this call
Hey,
came
you owe me
through.
a beer. Fucking bled out.
If I'm gonna die, I need give me another 6-pack, please.
Just put your finger in the hole. Why is it so confusing? So difficult. I can do your fucking job.
How much money do you make a year?
Oh, not enough to support a family? That's okay. That seems kind of disrespectful. First responders and all, but God forbid, I bet Verizon Wireless will promote how much they appreciate you.
It's just a little bit of blood. Come on.
Can I smoke in here? I don't need oxygen.
I don't think it's that serious, Doc.
I never understood why you give people oxygen. It's in the air. Stupid. Not on Mars. Fucking sci-fi. Stupid shit.
All right. All right, so Eric's call. All right, he was on his way to arrest Eric, but this call came in. He asked him to explain the shell casing because it's a blank. Finnick says he thinks Eric came to kill them, but they got to him first. He says when Eric pulled the trigger, nothing happened because, again, they were blanks. We get a flashback of Eric. He shoots. Monica explains she replaced the bullets with blanks when he stole the gun the day before. Lisa rises from the floor unhurt. Monica gets the real gun, brings up the life insurance thing and the random call. Monica also reveals that she's hired Lisa as bait and knew that it would attract Eric. And also, Lisa is Monica's daughter.
Whoa, dude, start the movie over.
Yeah.
What?
They're doing some kind of fucked up Mrs. Robinson thing, dude.
Eric tries to bring up evidence he has against her. Lisa says she's got all the photos and other evidence from Coleman.
You telling me they graduated this guy and then fucking killed him, bro? Fucking start the movie over.
Eric rushes the ladies. Monica shoots. Finnick tells the story of what Eric did back in San Francisco. Monica turns on the waterworks, and Finnick says that the truth is safe with him. He's not going to tell anybody about the blanks. No one is ever going to see this. Monica asks why, and Finnick says that the woman in San Francisco was his sister. He walks out. Lisa and Monica hug. Finn. Double Threat, 1992.
So many twists.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking sweeps weeks over here on this soap
Yeah,
opera.
right at the end of the movie, dude. They're like, here's 10 other plot twists for you to chew on.
Kron, hit us with that research.
That is a movie. It's called Double Threat. It's got a whole body double angle. I don't know. What do you got, Dan?
Released December 11th of 1992. There's no information on the budget. This did not go to the box office. At the cinema that month, you could catch Toys, Leap of Faith, and Hoffa with Jack Nicholson. There was no other info about this movie And that's all I got for the research for Double Threat from 1992.
Oh, so about as much as I got.
Yeah.
Rate my box.
All right. Double Threat, our calculated average 2.6, I think we're going to call it. Kron, you swung. 3.0 for Dan. I played a little bit more reserved with a 2.0. Kron, I'm going to give you a 2.5.
I don't think Bones like this movie very much. I'm going to give him a 1.5.
Kron Howard. I think there's some enjoyment here for you in this. I'm going 3.0. Bones, not so much. I think I'm going a 2.0.
Yeah, this is a fucking stinker, man. This was one that I had to actually put on 3 times because the first and second time I fell asleep. And we're talking nice, fresh pot of coffee, 10 a.m. on my day off. All right, I got to give this thing a fair shake. Still fell asleep. I think there's fun twists within it, but its delivery mechanism is just sad. There's nothing particularly egregious about any of the performances. I do feel like the movie within a movie can be a fun angle, but when everything's shot pretty poorly, pretty blandly, at a certain point, you just feel your intelligence feels a little insulted. It's like, this is obvious because he's in a suit driving this car. I know this is the movie. I don't know. I think it's a stinker. It does live up to the category. It meets the requirements of minimal runtime, and there's some serious ass in it. Yeah, it was a bummer all week to have this number in my head, but 1.5 I think is as strong as I can go.
God damn.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't think Bones is completely off the mark. Like, the movie is pretty bland and generic on kind of like a story beat by beat kind of thing. I also think it's got some weird setup issues in when they introduce that the producer is his father, and then the next scene is the guy being like, oh, hey, you were married to Lisa. It's like, I can kind of draw from A to B to C that this other chick is probably Lisa's daughter, like before we get to that end point of the movie. Like, I was kind of thinking that as the movie was going along. So I don't know. It's like you could have cut some stuff here and there and maybe had this weird twisty turny thing be a better payoff at the end of it. So like I said, I don't think Bones is way off the mark, but I think we might have different levels of enjoyment for this kind of trash. I thought it was a pretty fun time. There is a whole bunch of just dumb nudity thrown in for no reason, which is always enjoyable in a film like this. I don't know. I like how when you get to the end of the movie, it just jams in like, hey, here's 8 twists we didn't have time to get to. So have fun with that. The acting, I think, is mostly fun throughout the thing. Like, it's not good, but I kind of have a fun time watching it. It never completely bummed me out. It never completely impressed me. So right down the middle, I'm a 2.5 on this thing.
All right, guys. Double Threat, 1992. David Pryor. I'll agree with you both. Yeah. not the greatest. I honestly could have used a little more ass, just a little bit more. Maybe if Eric had maybe like a side piece and he like broke up with her because he got with Lisa or something, you know, like something like that. But that's just me. The acting from Eric it's just horrendous, but there's just something about it to where you're like, I know if there's a movie in 2024 that dude acted in, he's going to sound exactly the fucking same as he does here in 1992. That's just this is my acting voice. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it that kind of it brings some kind of joy, I guess. I'll agree with Kron. There is levels of enjoyment here that is just weird stuff. I agree with Kron. I do like how they just throw like 14 things at the end that they're like, boom, 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 boom. Like, what about this? You're like, oh shit. But yeah, I think the names as it goes through, Catherine, Monica, kind of gives it away of, oh, is this the movie or is this real life? Like, maybe they should have blended that a little better. This is a 2.5. Yeah, it probably should be a 3.0, but it maybe just needs a little bit more. But yeah, I think it's a 2.5. There's some fun stuff here. I mean, there's a chick masturbating to the dude lifting weights. That alone is worth watching it.
All right, guys. Double Threat would have an average score from the three of us of 2.17. This would end up at number 144 on the big list. This would currently be right below Halloween Kills at number 142, and right above Strange Land at 145, episode 1.
Kron, a 0.5 for both of us.
So I just realized in my review, I think I kept saying Lisa and I meant Monica. I think all these movies that I watched this week are running together into a giant blur of boobs.
Of boobs.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we want. Well, hey, you can't win them all. Sometimes even the host isn't impressed. But I felt like this should be brought to 5DR. And that's what I did. So, are you a better person for watching Double Threat? I don't know. You might be. But you did.
I think so.
Thanks. Thanks for joining me on the ride, boys.
Hey, it's all part of the journey, man.
We got Coleman.
We take it how they come. Play what you got.
Drink life as it comes.
Shoot.
1 MGD at a time.
And shoot in the middle. Just shoot.
But then you missed both of them.
We'll go. I'm no killer, man.
That's what I was going to say. I'm no hitman. Well, that was the first movie for the category Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime. Double Threat is available on Tubi if you want to watch along on that one. Kron Howard, you are up to bat for Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime. And when we come back, he will reveal what his pick is for the second film in this category. But until then, thank everybody for joining us. Love the fans. Thank you, 5D Army. Until then, Monica.
This sounds personal.
Our sweaty naked bodies fucking wildly. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the 5-Day Rentals podcast. This is the after shower segment where you're going to find out what the next selection is for Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime. I can't believe we're driving for Nate Hands, dude.
I don't know where Dan got his negotiating skills, but at least it's a
10K,
job.
baby.
It's a job.
Dan, we're not going to see a dime of that money, dude.
Dude owns Foot Finder. He's got to have some cash.
You don't get rich by giving money away.
I'll get it.
Yeah. We've been on the road for a while. Kron, I may have to start adapting your diaper policy
Hey,
to keep us rolling, because
this is living, dude. You're fucking up your colon every day by not shitting when you want to.
yeah, but butthole's part of the core. So me keeping that in, I'm trying to keep it nice and strong.
So you agree on that. Butthole's part of core.
I felt like I was pretty clear before that I do agree with you. I just think that if you're going to do that, you got to include that whole system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And dedicating a solo day for the butthole.
Okay, you
I
just
don't know.
dedicate another day to mouth.
Okay.
You got...
Listen, on the same, you just swallow a dumbbell on the same day. You get your mouth and your butthole involved. That's efficient,
All right.
right?
Well, but it's not going to reach your butthole until like 2 or 3 days later.
That's what you're working towards. You're working towards getting that down to 6 or 7 hours.
Still within the week.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. This is Double the Ass, Cut the Runtime. I did mention previously in this episode, I watched a lot, and I mean a lot, of like 20 to 35 minutes of a bunch of different movies. And I gotta say, man, I think Bones went a different direction. The stuff I was watching, it's like you get 20 minutes in and you're like, I don't know how much more this movie has to offer. I kind of feel like we've already got everything we're going to see in this thing. So I was just hitting a wall with a bunch of this stuff of like, there might be a funny setup, there might be something to talk about, but if we were only doing 20 minutes of it, that'd be one thing, but at an hour and a half, it's just going to be repetitive, you know, setup, sex scene. But luckily, I found a movie that I was utterly confused by. Just head scratcher, didn't know what the hell I was looking at. And this became my selection. I'm not going to say too much about this movie. I do think it's best to go in somewhat blind on this. So guys, we're going to the year 1998, and we are watching a movie named Game of Pleasure. This is the entire directorial output of one Dale E. France. All right, this thing is chock full of boobs and butts, so we've met that criteria. And Dan, you said cut the runtime. This bad boy comes in at a whopping 63 minutes. And I guarantee when you get to the end of that 63 minutes, you're going to say, holy fuck, that felt like a lot longer than 1 hour. So that's number one. That's one thing I'll tell you. This 63 minutes. Number two, this is shot on video, baby. No studio
98 video.
Had a fucking hand in this. It's weird. It's wild. We will be talking about it. It's Game of Pleasure. I don't know if this is available anywhere. I have it on the Plex. Dan, I can send you a rip. If you really want to watch this, hit me up. I'll throw it somewhere and get you a link. This thing is wild. This deserves to be seen. This fell out of one man's head. I don't know what to say about it. I'm excited to discuss this movie with somebody.
You said 1998?
98 Game of Pleasure. If you're looking on Letterboxd, it looks something like that.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Tammy Parks. Oh, she was in some Sedaris stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard not to go to that well.
Mm-hmm.
A virtual reality video game goes bad.
And it's in 98, so you can imagine what those graphics look like.
No rating.
Well, I don't think it ever got released in like reality. This was one man's passion project. It is weird. You are going to see something at the end of this movie. It's gonna rattle you, dude.
One of flipping through Tubi, after 4 or 5 attempts at looking at stuff, and the algorithm is like, well, you like this shit. And one of the things it sent me was a virtual reality sort of story where a pleasure bot, like a pleasure AI, becomes self-aware and
sounds like a good time.
kills the original designer, and then some other game company gets the rights to that software, so they tell their hotshot programmer to go in and fix it so they can take it to market. And it was beautifully atrocious, but it was too rough even for us. So,
I mean, I think this one is definitely rough.
Okay.
Like there are scenes. It's just pretty bad, but at the same time, what convinced me to do this one rather than one of these other very, very generic softcores, this does have a lot of crazy stuff, and it is 63 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's just tougher to get way burned out on it. You know what I mean? Because it's such a short runtime.
Looking forward to it. What any pick you guys make?
Did you guys watch Companion yet?
Yeah, seen it in.
You went to the theater?
Yeah.
I have not seen
All
this.
right. When it pops up, you should watch it.
Okay.
I think you'd get a kick out of it.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else?
No, I'm like halfway through The Order.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway?
Yeah, it was like I was like not in the right headspace. I was like, wow, this is fucking hitting home. So, is that what you meant when you got anything else, like, or just genuinely like?
Just whatever.
Well, okay, whatever.
I mean, but before I say goodbye.
Okay. No, but check out Companion.
Okay.
It gets a bones thumbs up.
It's a movie in theaters right now.
I watched it on. I forget where I watched it streaming.
I feel like
I may
I've
have
not
rented
even
it.
Heard of this?
May have been
It came out a few months ago.
May have been a Plex watch. Yeah. Or watch Ghostbusters. Watch something good,
Or watch something bad like Game of Pleasure.
Game of Pleasure next week.
Mm-hmm.
Double the ass, cut the runtime.
Crash and burn.
Yes. Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Rodney, grab me a diet mug from the fridge.